Hey guys, I'm Jonas. Today we're going to be taking a look at this Yamaha Adventure 1 that's on its third engine in the last 5 years, and I'm going to show you what kind of maintenance you need to be doing to yours to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. So to give you a little bit of history on this cart, this is a 2016 Yamaha Drive Adventure 1. This is a fuel injected cart. And this cart gets used by our local golf course as a ball picker. They have an attachment that goes on the front of here. They go drive around the driving range and pick up golf balls. Now the problem they've been having with it is an overheating issue. About 2 years ago, this thing overheated and blew the head gasket on the original engine. But they just kept running it with a blown head gasket for so long that it actually ate into the top of the cylinder and the cylinder head, to where it couldn't be fixed. We couldn't machine the groove back out of the top of the cylinder to be able to rebuild that old engine. So we ended up having to put a brand new engine in it. So it lasted about 2 years and about another 500 hours, which is almost exactly how long the first engine lasted. And it did the exact same thing again, overheated and blew the head gasket. Now this time we did catch it a little bit earlier, and we are going to be able to rebuild their old engine, but they were in a bit of a rush to get it done, so they went ahead and ordered another brand new engine. So it's on its third new engine now, just since 2016, and it currently has 1,089 hours on it. Now these engines should have no problems running well past 1,000, 1,500, even 2,000 hours on just one engine with proper maintenance. But the problem with this setup was the area that this cart gets ran in, there's a bunch of cottonwood trees. So the course just gets covered in cotton during a certain time of the year. And I think the ball picker attachment just exaggerates the problem. So as the attachment's spinning, I think it's kicking up a lot of that cotton, and it gets sucked into the air intake on the side of the blower housing. Now that air is getting sucked in and is supposed to be getting blown around the cylinder of the engine to cool it back down. But that air intake gets so packed with cotton and then doesn't get cleaned out like it should, that the engine just can't get any fresh air and ends up overheating. Now they noticed a couple of weeks ago that it just didn't sound quite right and wasn't running as good as it should have been. When they went to clean out the air filter and they reinstalled the airbox lid, they didn't get it hooked back on the side of the airbox right. On these Drive 1s, when you reinstall the air filter lid, you have to start one side on the tabs first and then put it down and snap the locks on. If you just set the air filter lid straight down on there, it leaves a gap on the one side because it's sitting up on top of the fingers instead of being locked into them. So this engine was already damaged from overheating and blowing the head gasket, and then the air filter lid didn't get installed correctly, and it ended up dusting the engine in just a matter of a week or two, to where this engine was so low on compression that it wouldn't start and run at all. So those are two items that you guys really need to be looking at when you're doing a service on these Yamaha carts. Take a look at that blower intake that's on the right side of the engine, right next to the gas tank, and blow out any debris that has accumulated in there. Then when you're installing your air filter lids, make sure that you hook them on one side first and then snap down the other. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. If you got some good value out of this video, please hit that thumbs up button. Consider subscribing. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.